Welcome back, boys, and yep, it's nighttime. Time to train in the nightmare zone in preparation for the lethal zone at night. Oh yeah, so last episode, we were able to get the car, or the truck, serviceable. It definitely, you could tell by the dings and dents, that's kind of a visual cue that we could definitely repair it farther, but it has its doors. That's the main thing. And now that we can actually drive around, we can target the kind of resources that we're looking for. So, well, things I want to do, I want to make sure I get more fuel so we can keep the car running. But let's go ahead and start by... Oh, I guess I don't have to greet these people because I didn't do it. And so I guess that quest was delisted? Was it really? Okay, I guess we don't have to do that. That's fine. We are not going to do this quest because they are going to want us to kill a plague heart, and that's just not a good idea at this exact moment. So let's go ahead and start filling in some gaps in our supply. We can get a little more food and some medicine there, and I believe we're very low on medicine, so we're just going to try to fill in some of our supply gaps. One of the things that, you know, like everyone's like, oh, Fox hates looting. It's the stage of the game. I do like looting in the very beginning of the game, and that's because pretty much every single thing that I loot is valuable. And that means that, you know, I'm always interested in what I'm going to get. But once I start actually getting all of my supplies, that's when I start to get annoyed with looting, where I'm looking for something really specific and I just can't find it. That's when I'm like, I'm getting a little tired of doing this. But in the beginning, no, like, this is fine. So let's go ahead and get in here. Looks like the front door was unlocked. Anyone home? No? Maybe?
Just what I like to see.
Okay.
Who's it?
I'm completely fine with that. Don't have a problem with that at all. And it looks like we hit the jackpot here. Look at this, 7 lootable objects.
Handy.
Oh, there's our medicine right off the bat, so we don't have to worry about that. Like, we could get potentially 2 rucksacks of medicine from this place. With 7 lootable objects, that is not an unreasonable possibility. Survey says...
Shit, hardly worth the effort.
Medicine? You know, normally I'd be like, oh, medicine, I guess I can sell that. But as I said in the beginning of a playthrough, yeah, I could use it. I'll take it. And it's... Oh, something to sell. Amazing. I'll take it. I need influence. Give me another rucksack. This looks like it could have another rucksack in it. Okay. Not quite a rucksack, but, you know, I'll take some more medicine. This is not going to have a rucksack in it. This looks like something that, like, a repair kit would be found in. Oh. Candy bars. Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. This also, like, what's this tool chest doing here? A set of power tools? Why is that here? I feel like when Undead Labs increased the potential loot in a building, I feel like they just started cramming stuff in these. Like, that tool chest is not something that I would expect to find in
Nothing more to do
a clinic. But, you know, I'm not going to complain about finding a mod. It's just unusual. I'll leave it at that. Go ahead and throw these in here, because that is super heavy. And we might as well hit this little grocery store.
Better watch out. Zombies are close.
Oh, we got one in here. Nothing to it, though, since that zombie was slacking off. This area's got 5 lootables, also not bad. Like 5 to 7, that's pretty good, so... I mean, we're definitely going to get 1 food rucksack, but could we get something more? There's the food ruck right off the bat. Show me potato salad. Okay, and now we're finding... I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too surprising to find, like, first aid stuff in a convenience store. But I was about to say that we're finding the medical stuff from next door over here. I've got witch level up. I'll take it. Gasoline. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gasoline. Parts! Okay. I too was expecting to find parts in a canister of gasoline. What are you expecting to find? Fuel in a fuel tank? What, are you dumb? Obviously you'd find, like, parts. Like, various, like, scrap metal and pieces of stuff. That's what I would expect to find, at least. Okay, let's drop this stuff off at our little temporary outpost. Fortunately, even though it's nighttime, which does make us a little more vulnerable to, you know, just not being able to see things as far away,
Waste of time.
the game is still holding back on us because our standing is pretty low. Oh, I should probably bring out the power tools. Actually, I'm probably going to sell the power tools, or I can't. Yes, I'm going to sell some of this stuff because I don't see myself using the power tools. So all this goes in, and we will sell the power tools off. Over to these guys here. Yeah, we won't get full price, but I really don't care.
Well, you take it easy out there. Let me make you an offer. All right.
That's still a good price, 125. I'll take it. That's honestly not bad. What are you selling? One of the things I need are guns. I need to equip all of my guys with guns, but I probably shouldn't be spending my influence. Yeah, we're trying to save up for like 50 caliber rifles, so we don't want to spend too much. Okay, I did say I want guns, so I know if I travel down this road over here, we should find a military checkpoint. And that's, I'll be sad if that's pre-looted, like that gun store next to us is pre-looted, but... Oh, I see a bunch of, like, jerks over there. We don't want to run... I don't want to run too many... Until we have a steady way to keep the vehicle maintained, I really don't want to run zombies over if possible. Also, we're supposed to be training for the lethal zone, and in lethal zone, apparently running zombies over is going to be, like... bad news bears to the, like, 4th power. So, let's get used to not running zombies over sooner rather than later. Now, of course, one thing we gotta be worried about are armored zombies in this area. But if my hunt for armored zombies was any indication last episode, hopefully we will not find a whole horde of armored zombies here. Get rid of Sir Unobservant. I hear him. What direction? Okay, good. He's not facing me. That means we can get rid of him as well. They must be right on the other side of the wall. It's still, they're pretty. Their voices are loud enough. Okay, I think I might not care about those 3 there. Or I could just get rid of them, and then if I got rid of them, this would become a safe zone. Yeah, I think I'll do... Oh, actually, I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you why I'm not going to do it. If I fight 3 of them, there's a good chance one of them is just going to scream. And then it won't even matter if this is a safe zone if one of them screams. So even though that seemed like a good idea at first, I'm not going to do it. So we got a heavy weapon. Not my favorite thing, but it might sell for a bit. We need our guns and a rucksack of ammo. That's what I'd like. Okay, or melee weapons are also nice. So there's our rucksack of ammo. Oh, technically, we got 2 melee weapons. I want to get everyone equipped with at least pistols. That way they can defend the base. A crossbow. That's pretty useful, actually. A breaching hammer. Interesting. Okay, we need to drop this stuff off. Let's use the crossbow real quick. This should allow us to thin these guys out without anyone screaming, because that's what I want to avoid. I do not want one of these zombies to scream and then wind up just bringing a bunch of guys over that I'm not in the mood to fight. Okay, I'm just gonna have to trust that it's a headshot, and fortunately it was. I'm like, oh my god, he's just moving around so much. Okay, throwing this in the back, as well as the splitting maul. Let's throw the weapons in the back. Oh, I didn't even notice that we got a 40mm grenade. That's not gonna come in handy for a very long time, if it ever comes in handy. Because I could definitely see myself going through this entire trading series without ever finding or shooting a grenade launcher once. Hitting the jackpot on this one too. Look at that, 7 objects to loot, so pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, road flare. When I said like all of the, I'm happy to get any loot, I was exaggerating slightly. I'm not happy to get road flare.
Nothing here.
Oh man, nothing? That locker looked like it was oh, I thought something good was gonna be in that locker. What do we got? Flashbang grenades, those sell okay. I was once again hoping for something a little bit better from that though. I can never find the final lootable. That's one thing I hate about this specific location. Even with the loot vision. Oh, there it is. Okay, we found it. Oh, I see. It's in here. Okay, if this doesn't have a gun in it, I will be sad if there's no gun. This looks like it'll have a gun.
Nothing left to see here.
There we go. So we got the C1A Ursus, which is a shotgun.
Where am I gonna fit that?
I'm not gonna leave the parts behind. I will go get them. I'm not too crazy about getting a shotgun, but at the same time, it does give us a weapon that can, we can kill. We can actually use this to kill ferals. However, after shooting it, we will have to run away because it will make too loud of a noise. Oh, it looks like oh wait, nope, I lied. I can put one of these on my back, and then I can drop one of these off, and then I can get those parts. And then we can say nothing was wasted, and nothing was... Or I could have dropped the road flares. I know some people like to use road flares to blow up the bloater cloud grenades, but I'm like, whatever, I'll just use... I have no problem using firecrackers. It is not a big deal to me. Okay, so we got a infestation that moved in right next door. Like, that's actually a really good place for an infestation to appear. Normally, I'm always expecting infestations to show up, like, on the other side of the map, which is actually really frustrating because then you have to go out and, like, go out of your way to destroy it. But in this case, we don't need to do that. This horde over here, we can lure over to our dear allies, who will be, I'm certain, will be very happy to have these zombies dumped onto them. How close are they? I'll do it. Let me get their attention. And now we'll just hop in here. I said we will hop in here, thank you.
Shit.
And then I'll hide. Yeah. I mean, the AI should be able to just clobber these guys. It shouldn't even be really a fight. The AI, ever since Undead Labs improved the game AI, like they have been able to just clobber these zombies. Don't prove me wrong out of nowhere. I mean, I'll help them. And the reason I'm going to help them is because it's just some free fighting EXP.
Damn, I'm tired.
Now I'm going to run over here and hide, because I'm helping. Now I'm going to come back out. Oh, let me execute this guy. Man, why isn't this guy dead? Okay, they got it. It's all good now. Now we can dump this stuff in our little outpost. Probably sell those off as soon as, now that we got, oh, I keep throwing that away. I don't want to throw that away. I am going to put the ammo away just because I don't intend to shoot regular zombies. I'm only going to shoot this gun if I encounter a feral. And so that means there's more, you know, there's no reason to use up another inventory slot. Okay, I want to sell to you. No, I don't want to do the mission. I want to sell. No!
Around, I guess.
There we go. These guys are running out of money. Oh, at least until next day. Next day it'll reset. I want to get a price check on some of these.
Crap to haul around.
Now I can put this in there. Get a price check on this splitting mall. What are you willing to give me? Well, they're actually running out of money, so I might not do that anyways. The splitting mall, really only 24 influence? I was expecting a little bit more than that. I might actually scrap it for parts. Shouldn't it be worth like about 80-ish? Only like 35? Wow, that's so weird. It's just not what I was expecting. Okay, let's see. Can we upgrade weapons here? I believe the Bowie machete is going to be better. Yeah. So this Bowie machete, compared to the cleaver we're using, we're going to gain lethality and lose dismemberment. That's a perfectly good trade, though, because the main thing we care about for a bladed weapon is lethality, because lethality determines how quickly you kill the zombies. Higher lethality means more one-hit kills and two-hit kills. That's all I care about. I want them dead. I don't want their arms chopped off. I want them dead. So let's actually stay on top of these infestations. And actually, that means I should probably bring a few tools out. I'm pretty sure we have a Molotov. Don't we have a Molotov? Okay, I guess I lost my mind. Okay, so we are going to use the firecrackers, and we're going to bring this out, and the bolts. Gonna bring basically not everything out, but a lot of the things out. Maybe they have. I'll buy a Molotov if they have one. Got anything interesting?
I got a feeling you and me can do business.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, yeah, I'll buy one Molotov from you. Well, to make it count, I mean, it's not gonna matter that much. The reason we want to stay on these infestations, though, is that ignoring them, it's just like, it's like not cleaning your house. Yeah, sure, okay, we're going to lure these guys over. Okay, let's get their attention, and we'll lure them over to our allies again. I kind of wish they were plague zombies, just because then we have a chance of getting a plague sample. You know they're here once the music kicks in. Dump, 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 dump. Wait, he turned his back. That means I can give him the old neck slasher. That's all I really care about is going for these rear attacks, because attempting to chop these guys up is going to just beat my weapon up unnecessarily. There we go.
Dead till it's dead.
Kill it, kill it. There. So as you can see, just getting a simple scratch gave us an injury. And that doesn't bother me too much. The main thing I'm trying to avoid are bites. That's the main thing I want. Because I don't think that little scratches are going to be that. I don't think that's going to be a problem in Lethal Zone. But I think just actually getting bit is going to be a problem. So not a big deal. We will carry on. And remove this infestation. Uh-oh. I'm going to try to back up from that screamer, and then I'm going to back into him. And the reason for that is because I was worried that I would not be on target, and that I would miss him, and therefore give him a chance to scream. and that would make this a little more complicated than it needs to be. I will silence the screamer over here. Give him the old... Unfortunately, this is the sniper crossbow, which is unfortunate because it is the one that the arrows pass through the zombies, and that means recovering the bolts is a pain because the bolts continue trapped. Okay. Where did the infestation go? Whatever. It's all good. Whatever. It's all good. It's fine. Infestation just like pulled a disappearing act on us. That's fine. You know, I'm not mad that I just bought those Molotovs for nothing. I'm not mad. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna go over to my outpost and drop them off and not be mad about it at all. It's not a big deal. Gonna go right over here and drop them off like this. Oh, State of Decay. If they ever fix all the bugs, a part of me will be sad. I hope if they ever get rid of... Oh, we got ourselves a feral. Let's go ahead and lure him over to our handy allies. Screamer screams, but too far away. Too far away to matter. He's off target, in other words.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. There we go. Our allies got a hold of him. Oh. They could take him out. Look at that. They just took him out. They chopped him up. Wasn't even a big deal. And I believe that will be perfectly effective on Lethal Zone. I don't see why that same kind of strategy will not work on Lethal Zone. And that's because increasing the game's difficulty should not change the way the enemies fight for the most part. In other words, let's go ahead and squish him. In other words, a Lethal Zone Plague Feral should have the same fighting style, with the exception of obviously some different abilities like the car door ram. But in terms of how the Feral just fights in general, it shouldn't be any different than Nightmare Zone. So if you could duel a Feral in Nightmare Zone one-on-one without getting hit, you should be able to duel the same Feral in Lethal Zone. There shouldn't be any difference.
Kinda useful.
Oh, lots of chemicals. Chemicals are really useful. Not only do we need them to build things, but if you have an excess amount of them, you can sell them, and they're actually worth a decent bit.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Good. More fuel, that's actually what we were looking for. Oh, another convenient thing, I should have brought the crossbow with me, and that's because we need plague samples to complete that quest. And the crossbow increases the chance of a zombie dropping a plague sample. Okay, a little bit of everything there. Gunking my inventory up a little bit. I hear somebody outside. There we go. Materials, very nice. What are we gonna get in here? More materials? Or parts? One of the two? Okay, a boombox. I too would have expected a boombox to be inside of a chest of tools. I might actually be able to fuel the car up. Yeah, I'll do it. We might be wasting a little bit of fuel, but that's okay. Like, I'm not too obsessed about like eking out like every single point of resource. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I can live without it. As long as we're using like 80% of it, that's fine. Like I mean, like, I will care about getting every drop of a resource in, like, if it's an actual time of need, but we're not in a time of need, so if we're only getting like 80% of the fuel, but we're clearing up that inventory slot, that's fine. I'm listening for it. Ah, there it is. Tripped over because he's a massive, unbalanced loser. Ho, ho, ho. Throw all this in. And let's actually switch to this and that. Can I make arrows is one of my questions. Do I need to be more advanced? I can make arrows. So do I want to make arrows? I kind of do. It'll cost me 4 materials. I can always get more. And 30 parts. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Even though we kind of need I just want to get this plague samples so that we can get this quest over with. There's always more resources to get, even though it's, you know, maybe it wasn't the most resource efficient decision. There's always more resources to get, boys. Let's just clean up some of the area while it's nighttime. Generally a good practice when you're vulnerable, like when you don't have like really good guns and your characters aren't super leveled up. It's a good idea to kind of stay in the familiar areas. Stay near, stay near your bases, stay near your house, stay near your allies. When it's daytime and you're able to be a little more observant, that's when I think it pays to go to other towns for loot. Oh, look at that. We got a gun collector's magazine. That's money in the, well, it's money in the bank once their influence resets. Or we could drive to the other guys and see, okay, I just got arrows. Thank you for potentially invalidating my decision to make the arrows. I don't know. Let's hit these sealed storage lockers. They've got to be sealed for a reason. They're sealed because they don't want an annoying fox to get inside them and steal all the goodies. That is definitely the reason. I should be a little nicer to the car, but I'm like, I don't want to. I am compelled to squish wimps. Now, if I was being careful there, I should have dodged first, just because the zombies can perform a quick attack.
Better take out that bloater before he gets close.
Where? I'm not going to kill the bloater, because now that they reduced the influence that you get from... Both of these were tricks! They were both tricks! Wait, this wasn't a trick, though. But this is just going to be parts. Unless we get lucky. We won't get lucky, though. It'll just be parts. And it was only 4 parts. Jeez, that stinks. Not good at all. Let's go ahead and visit our allies over here. We're already basically in the area. And we might be able to loot their house and the house right next to them. So, potentially, some good stuff. And also, day is coming back, so even better. Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, neighbors.
Okay, let's do this.
What do you got for sale? You got parts, ammo, food. Okay, let me sell you. How about some books? You know, you love books, right? You do things with books. You read them and stuff. You don't have any guns. You have ammo, but I really don't care about that. Let me see your skills. You know how to sew. I see. I see. You know how to do nothing. That's actually good. I like it when people don't know how to do things, because then I can teach them.
So nice to see you.
And you have now, ooh, programming. Most interesting programming. We need a computer person, because that's how we will upgrade our command center to the max. So it is quite useful. And like I said, we'll be able to loot their house. There we go. And the little garage next door, we'll loot that as well. Maybe we'll find something worth selling.
Over here. Can you come help us out?
Oh, and perfect. So one of the nice things about calling an ally in is that they start out friendly to you instead of neutral, and that means we only need to do one quest for them, and if we do one quest for them, they'll immediately become an ally. And we got a gun!
New place to play.
Actually, a lot of that stuff is pretty good.
Dangerously low on ammo.
Okay, it's the last person I talked to. What do you need? Everyone needs plague samples! God damn it! It's the one thing I don't have are plague samples.
That's a lot of shit.
You guys are jerks. Why can't you ask for things that I have already? I'm like, you could ask for a material rucksack or a food rucksack or... I have one of every rucksack. You could have asked for any of those. But of course... And they want 3! Damn it! We'll just use that item to heal real quick. Okay, we need to head back to base. We are full on loot, and it's daytime, and because we're in this weird situation where everyone wants plague samples, I guess what we're gonna do is hunt the plague zombies near a plague heart for 5 plague samples, and then we'll be able to knock out both of those quests. We'll walk out with an ally and 1 friendly. Actually, we might walk out with... No, yeah, I don't think they are... We'll walk away with 2 ally, with 1 ally and 1 friendly enclave. I believe doing quests is also a pretty good way of getting some extra influence. I think they bumped up the value of doing quests, because I think they originally gave you like 50. I think they bumped it up to like 200. Emphasis on I think. I don't remember for sure. The downside to doing quests is that we're going to gain a lot of standing, which means the game will be like, oh, time to crank up the difficulty. But what can you do? Throw all this in here.
Stress headache has moved right into migraine territory. Guess I'll stick around after all. You start listening to me.
What? Someone is frustrated. Oh, due to morale. I think they should be fine now. Yeah, they're fine now. What's our... Let me check our... Yeah, base morale is... It's okay. The first segment isn't a big deal. Yeah, so basically they were frustrated because we had supplies that were completely out. That's not the case anymore, so not a big deal. So I'm going to switch characters again to Megan, the last character we haven't used. Like you're using a baseball bat, that's fine. A perfectly reasonable weapon. You are, however, going to pick up one of these, and you're going to pick up a bunch of ammo for it. And I don't want bandages. I want something that heals me immediately. And I do want... Where are the energy drinks at? I think he still has my energy drinks. We got it. Whoever is the active character has got to have the energy drinks, and that is because if we get attacked by ferals in a weird location, we need all of the stamina we can get. All right, Megan, grab the energy drinks. And we are going to go over to here, and that's because this is the quest, A Cure for All Seasons, and the Cure for All Seasons wants us to attack a plague guard. That is, as I said, currently not a good idea. But plague hearts have plague zombies patrolling it. And that's good, because we can now use this crossbow, which gives us a better chance of collecting plague samples from plague zombies to potentially get our 3. We need to get at least 3, because the new quest we got is time sensitive, while the other one is not. I am gonna get out here. It's not insanely safe to get out here, but it's not like... In Nightmare Zone, safe is always a relative term. Like, this is... Oh, it's workable, I'll put it that way.
Running out of fuel.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be playing a little more defensively. So I'm gonna go ahead and dodge. And I will stomp them out just to save a little bit of it. So the reason why that might not have been safe is because they might have screamed, and that would have been annoying. Not that the scream would have killed us, but it might have been annoying. Might have brought a feral, and then I'd have to run away. There's a lot of things that...
so sick of plague
so here's where the arrow wound up. I shot it, and this is where the arrow wound up. That's what I hate about the crossbow, with the penetrating shots. There is our plague zombie. Now, if this wasn't the crossbow that penetrates, what would happen is the crossbow bolt would just be on the zombie's corpse. One thing to keep in mind is just because it has a better chance of causing plague samples to drop, that's not the same thing as guaranteed, or even a super awesome chance. It's just better. I was hoping that would go through his shoulder and take him out. But alas, that was not the case. Also, while we're doing this, we are going to be getting shooting skills, so kind of killing a few birds with a bunch of little pointy stones. So far, oh, what do you know? Our crossbow stuck to the fence. How nice. How convenient. Fox loves convenience. And these two plague arts are basically right next to each other, which means this area should be rich with plague zombies. Still got it, boys. Still got the sense of trajectory and aim. Get a little closer, see if he dropped me a sample. And regrettably, he did not. I don't see the arrow either. I don't think it would have gone much farther than that. This is one of the ways I can tell that the game hasn't really ramped up its difficulty, because one of the things we're just not really seeing are just a ton of plague zombies. If the difficulty has hit its peak in the Nightmare Zone, there would typically be 2, 3, maybe 4 plague zombie hordes just patrolling the area. Okay, no dice there. Come on. There we go. Give me a sample. These guys are being really stingy. They're being stingy both in terms of plague zombies and in terms of samples. Okay, so another thing we can do
Take a break before I fall over.
is I can go inside and kill the zombies and just not fight the horde.
Locked. Figures.
Typically, there should be some zombies inside. Oh, missed. I'll have to club these guys to death. You know these guys had to spawn in. There's no way all of these zombies were here. And we just killed a bunch of them and nothing, unfortunately. I believe they did reduce the frequency of getting samples to drop as well, which is annoying. You always wind up with a ton of samples over time just from picking them up, but when you're actually looking for them, they're quite a pain, honestly. Let's do the same thing over here. We'll raid this building and beat them up. I was hoping to get... Okay, I thought that we were... I didn't think... I knew it would be, like, a little bit of effort. Okay, there's one. Okay. Okay. I mean, I knew it would take some effort to get all of the samples, but I figured that by now we would have gotten like 3 of them.
Why is it always so hard to clear out one damn spot?
Huh. This even has it's a double heart. Really? Now, if we killed the plague zombie, or if we destroyed the plague art, we would get some guaranteed samples. But that is just too much effort right now. We don't have the equipment necessary to efficiently kill the heart. So instead, what we'll do is we'll let the zombies begin to repopulate, and we'll just hit these up instead. No reason not to mix and match some of our objectives. Hey, I'll take that. Both of those are good. Got something to sell and something to either build with or sell. Give me the rucksack. I'll take it.
Heavy.
And what's in here? Survey says. Oh, more stuff to sell. We're actually getting a lot of stuff to sell. I think that's actually going to be really important in... oh, that looks like one right there. Come on. Give me a plague sample. Okay, still no dice. I mean, I guess the most efficient chance to get plague samples per zombie kill would be if you had somebody who had knowledge of pathology as well, because pathology, I think, also gives you a bonus to plague sample recovery. And if you combine that with crossbows, are any of these guys plague zombies? That one might be. Put some of this in here. The cases of chemicals are actually fairly heavy. I don't want to get the screamer's attention. And that's because I'm not trying to gain any more standing than I need to. And also, I only get 5 inputs from those annoying screamers now. They're not really worth killing anymore. Yep, that's a plague zombie. If we're really living up to this DLC's name, this or this update, I should say, the Zed Hunter update. Because that's exactly what we're doing. We are hunting ourselves some Zeds.
I don't care who you've lost. Your wife, your kids, your fucking squash partner. We get it, you're sad. Now get over yourself and move the fuck on.
Isn't Cammy a ray of sunshine? Oh, there's my arrow. Come on! I don't even have one!
Hell yeah.
I don't even have 2 samples. There's one right there. And I finally gained 1 shooting, jeez. And no sample! Curse you, game! Curse you! They're ruining my plan. My plan was to get the samples! Ah! Wait. Are these a bunch of plague zombies? I see 3 of them. No, he moved! That was not the one I was aiming for, but I'll take it. Come on, one of you guys have to give me a sample. Really? You guys suck. We're not friends anymore as plague zombies. I think that's a regular zombie. Male plague zombies don't have a shirt. Okay, let's see if they reappeared inside. Hey, anyone home? I'm here to murder you and take your special parts. I guess they don't want to reappear. I'm sad. Fox is sad now. Because I have a strong feeling I'm going to be ending this episode before completing my objective. Anyone home? Anyone home? No! Why? Curse you, allies! Why do you ask for the same resources? Look at this, they're already mad that I haven't completed it yet. I am trying to get the things that did it! Ah! I have not forgotten it. But you just asked for something stupid! It's your fault! You have only yourself to blame! For asking for stupid things that I can't get very quickly. No, you're a bloater. I'm not friends with you anymore. Why? No, you're just regular zombies. None of you have special parts that I can like reach into your bodies and take. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Well, I don't think I'll have to continue it later. Fortunately, if I exit the game, which is now what I want to do, it should save my progress on, like, you know, it should reset their impatience, basically. Yep, there's a failure, and he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna, like, thrash and bash, like, because I'm some crazy monstrosity guy. Oh my, don't walk in a straight line at me and get shot in the face. Well, I tried. So what I need to do is I need to get out of here. I don't want them to fall back to being neutral. So what we're going to do is we'll continue this next episode, because when I log in next, it should reset the amount of time that I have to get the 3 plague samples. I'm pretty sure that's what'll happen. And then we'll continue on, because we need allies, we need trade partners, we need recruits. We need it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode. Got to see a little bit of night combat. You know, I don't know if you learned very much from me playing at night, but I got back into shape playing at night in the nightmares. I'm ready for the lethal zone. Anyways, like this video. If it was entertaining, subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.